If I could go back to high school, this is what I wish someone had told me about college admissions. When colleges started announcing that they were test optional, I thought that meant test scores didn't matter anymore. I remember hearing the words test optional and immediately thinking, great, one less thing I have to worry about. What I didn't realize is that test optional and test ignored are two completely different things. Now, before I go any further, let me be clear about something. A strong SAT or ACT score can absolutely help you get admitted to certain colleges and programs. But what many students don't realize is that test scores can also play a huge role in scholarships. In some cases, the difference between one score and another can mean thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars in merit aid over 4 years. We'll talk more about scholarships in another video because that's a whole conversation by itself. But I wish someone had told me that test scores can impact more than just admissions decisions. Back to the test optional piece. What I learned is that when a college says test scores are optional, they're saying you don't have to submit them. They're not saying scores no longer matter. Think about it this way. Imagine two students applying to the same school. Both have similar grades, similar course rigor, and similar activities. One student submits a strong test score that supports the rest of their application. The other student doesn't submit a score. That score can sometimes provide additional evidence that the student is academically prepared. It's another piece of information that helps the admissions office evaluate the application. Now, does that mean everyone should submit their scores? No. This is where strategy comes into play. If your score is significantly below the college's typical admitted student range, submitting it may not help your application. But if your score is within the middle range or above it, it may strengthen your application more than you realize, especially if your high school grading system is unfamiliar to the admissions office. Test scores can sometimes provide additional context, and context matters a lot in admissions. Another thing I didn't know is that some majors may place more emphasis on test scores than others. Highly competitive programs, honors colleges, and certain scholarship competitions may still pay close attention to them. Again, test optional doesn't always mean the same thing across every college or every program. Looking back, I wish I had stopped thinking in terms of simple yes or no answers. I wanted admissions to be straightforward. Either test scores matter or they don't. Either colleges look at them or they don't. But admissions rarely works that way. Most of the time, it's much more nuanced. So if you're in high school right now, don't automatically assume that because a college is test optional, you should skip testing altogether. Research the schools you're interested in. Look at their admitted student profile. Pay attention to scholarship requirements, and think strategically about whether your score strengthens your application. Because test optional doesn't mean test ignored, and understanding that distinction can make a bigger difference than most students realize. Follow for more college admissions tips I wish someone had known before I started applying.